My pleasure. Well, I suppose the next step is to discuss it with your mother. I'll arrange a visit now.
What are you doing, Pixie?
Oh, I'm just getting these ready for the truck. Why, do you want me to go into something else?
No, dear, you're doing very well, but why are you mixing the coloured sheets? Shouldn't they be kept separate?
Yes. Blue for the hospital and green for the old people's home, but... Well, don't you think it would be nice if the old people could change their colours every now and then?
Well, yes, dear, I do. It's... What? That's not the point. Oh, Lizzie, will you explain to Pixie? Lizzie?
What?
What's the matter, dear?
Oh, what do you think? Being stuck in this bloody joint's enough to drive anyone around the twist.
You're worried about Judy, aren't you?
Look, don't worry, Lizzie. She'll be all right.
What makes you think that?
Well, she'll have all those lovely barrister people to look after her, won't she?
So did I. And I've spent more than half my rotten life in this bloody joint for something I didn't even do. What hope has she got? Even I wouldn't have anything to do with her when they brought her in. And I'm supposed to be her mate.
No one would blame you, dear. I think all the girls were shocked a bit.
Lizzie?
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. You've got a visitor. Now, do
Is
you
it
want...
Arthur?
Well, it's a Mr. Charlton. I'm not sure of his Christian name,
Oh,
but it...
beauty!
I just can't keep up with Lizzie sometimes.
Don't worry about it, dear. As long as she's happy now, that's the main thing.
Yeah, the larger ones will probably do.
Well, for the same price, you could get 2 of the large ones and 4 of the smaller ones.
Yeah. Could I have a look at the size of the small ones, please?
Yeah, sure. Oh, good morning, gentlemen. Can I help you?
Paul Reynolds?
Yes.
I'm Detective Sergeant Brooks. This is my partner, Senior Detective Clark, Templewood CIB.
And?
We'd like to search the premises. Here's the warrant.
I'll think about those prints and come back later. Thanks for your help.
Look, this isn't particularly good for business. Would you mind telling us what you're after?
We'll let you know that when we find it.
Strike me lucky. Come and live with you. Oh, thank you for asking me, Arthur. Means a hell of a lot to me. But it wouldn't work, love.
Why not, Mum?
Just love. I've been in here for donkey's years. And you sort of get settled in at my age.
Yes, but now you've got a family to take care of you.
Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you found me. That's really important. But me mates are in here. And they're my family too.
Yes, I realise that, but now it's our turn. We want you with us, Mum.
You think you do. But visiting people and living with them is a different kettle of fish. It'd muck everybody up.
Mum, we're not asking you because we feel guilty. The kids want their grandmother with them, and so do Diane and I. It meant more to me than you could know.
Yeah. I'd have to think really hard before I could really change anything at the moment.
You still maintain you know nothing about these?
Look, I swear I've never seen them before.
Then what are they doing amongst your work orders? Seems a bit coincidental, wouldn't you say?
Look, there was an intruder here last night. He must have planted them there.
An intruder, eh? Did you report it?
Well, why didn't you?
Hello, Anne Reynolds speaking.
Anne, we got a problem at the shop.
What sort of problems? Is Paul all right?
The police are questioning him now.
Police? Oh, well, what's going on?
Doesn't sound very
It seems they've found some pornographic material on the premises.
But that's ludicrous.
Yes, I know. Don't worry, I'll go with him to the station. You can meet us there.
Right, Wally, is Paul being charged?
Yes? With possession and manufacture of pornographic material pertaining to minors.
Well, surely in a case like that, an appeal would be automatic.
No, it's far more complicated than you know, Mrs. Powell. The time.
Mr. Harnsworth, I'm sorry I'm late.
Ah, Mrs. Reynolds.
Thank you, Mrs. Powell.
Good afternoon, Mr. Harnsworth.
Good afternoon.
It was very rude of me to keep you waiting. An urgent family matter, I'm afraid.
I quite understand. But I am a busy man.
Of course, I wouldn't have asked to see you if this hadn't been important. One of our officers seems to be implicated in organized rackets within the prison.
What? I find that hard to believe. Who is it?
Joan Ferguson.
But she has a most exemplary record. You have evidence?
Yes, one of our prisoners. It's only verbal at this stage.
Well, the word of a prisoner is hardly convincing evidence. Proceed to an investigation on the strength of that, and you'll be setting a precedent for every officer in the service to be open to blackmail.
I realize that.
No, Mrs. Reynolds, I'm afraid you'll need a lot more to go on than that.
But, Mr. Harnsworth, I wouldn't have asked to see you if that's all there was. Apparently there is a tape recording which backs up these allegations.
Where?
A copy is to be given to me once I agree to certain conditions.
Mrs. Reynolds, you know very well the department frowns on that sort of thing.
But I have reason to believe that this is not just an effort to get rid of an astute officer.
Even so,
I don't need to tell you how much harm one corrupt officer can cause.
Yes, you're quite right, of course. I suppose we should look into it. But I must insist that we protect the interests of Officer Ferguson until such time as these allegations are proven.
Naturally.
Well, how soon could you organize an investigation?
This afternoon?
No, I won't be available. Call in the necessary people now. And a pot of tea would be welcome.
Of course, sir.
Oh, but Lizzie, the bell's already gone.
Never mind that. This is important.
All right. Now, what is it?
It's me son. He wants me to go and live with them.
But that's wonderful, dear.
Oh, I suppose so. That's why I needed to talk to you. All my mates are here, you see. Sometimes I hate this place so much it makes me sick, but it's my home, man.
But your family are offering you a real home, Lizzie.
Yeah. Supposing they shove me in a back room and only bring me out when they got visitors.
That's just your cold feet talking. You know that's not true. And Arthur loves you. He came looking for you, didn't he? And think of it, your own place. No locks, no bells.
Yeah, would be lovely. And me grandkids. But what about me mates?
Oh, you're not going to lose us, dear. Mrs. Reynolds will let you come and visit us. And anyway, you'll have a chance to make new friends.
Oh, yeah, senior citizen. Tea and scones and a sing-song. How do you reckon I could put up with that lot?
You couldn't. But I've got a group that'll fit you like a glove. They have race days, poker parties, pub nights, you name it, they have a ball. Yeah. And they're friends of mine. Jack's the best contact I've got when I've got to get rid of anything extra around the house.
Do you reckon they'd let me tag along the races and everything?
They'd love you, Lizzie. You'd be just their cup of tea. And right now my tongue's hanging out for a good strong cuppa. Come on. Or we'll miss out.
Yeah. I better hurry and let Arthur know that I've changed my mind.
That's it, thanks.
Good afternoon.
Yes, well, it could be for some of us. Mr. Harnsworth is waiting to see you in the governor's office.